Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am Onala Sukansing, a Year 2 mechanical engineering student at the University of the West Indies. This short video is solely to educate you about the Scandinavian Flight 751. The general aim of this video is to describe all salient aspects of the flight, to isolate communication and ethical breaches, and to discuss the impact of the breaches on the final outcome. The catastrophe of Flight 751 is categorized as the most baffling accident in Sweden's history. Such an event occurred on December 27, 1991, on a flight scheduled from Stockholm Arlanda Airport, Sweden to Copenhagen, Denmark. There were 129 persons aboard, which consisted of 6 crew members and 123 passengers. The airplane involved was a state-of-the-art DC-9 airplane, easily identifiable by its 2 rear engines. The pilot in command was Captain Stefan G. Rasmussen, accompanied by First Officer Ulf Södermark. Also on the plane was Captain Per Holmberg, who was seated as a passenger, and flight attendant Ingrid Astrom. On that morning, there was light snowfall, light winds, and the temperature was just below freezing. As a result, the flight was delayed, but Captain Rasmussen ordered that the plane must be de-iced twice. The takeoff from runway 08 was routine. However, just 25 seconds into the flight, the right engine began to surge. Captain Rasmussen throttled back on the right engine, but to his astonishment, the engine's performance increased instead of decreasing. 51 seconds after the surge, and at 3,200 feet, the engine failed. To make the situation worse, 2 seconds after, the left engine also failed. The plane was now powerless and falling at a rate of 20 feet per minute. After impact to the ground, the plane slid approximately 110 meters before stopping. Upon investigation, it was found that 2 factors were responsible for this accident. On the night before, the fuel temperature dropped to approximately minus 20 degrees Celsius, and as a result, a layer of clear ice formed on the surface of the airplane's wings. After takeoff, and while the plane was gaining altitude, the ice layer broke off and was sucked into the engine. The ice damaged the front fan titanium blades of the Pratt & Whitney turbo engine. Straight airflow towards the rear end of the engine was prevented, and the fuel line became damaged by loosened metal parts. The interrupted airflow caused fuel to shoot forward, and hence the engine surged until they both failed. The second factor is the automatic thrust restoration, or the ATR system. It was introduced as a safety feature on the Scandinavian Airlines planes. When Captain Rasmussen reduced power to clear the engine surge, the system read this as a dangerously low power setting and pushed the throttles forward. This increased thrust and thus worsened the surge. As a result of this catastrophe, the airplane's fuselage was broken into 3 pieces. 92 persons were injured, which included 89 passengers and 3 crew members. Miraculously, there were no fatalities. Communication breaches in this case were the inadequate instructions provided to the maintenance crew by the SAS, and another breach is the lack of knowledge SAS had about the ATR system being implemented in the airplanes. Ethical issues are the immorality of the maintenance crew, as they fail to conduct their job in the manner in which they should. Also, the negligence of manufacturers by failing to inform SAS about the ATR system. Amidst all the breaches and issues, Flight 751's crew showed great professionalism throughout the entire incident. They were all concerned about the safety and well-being of the passengers. After such a catastrophe, SAS began training pilots to use the ATR system. Steps were also put into place to ensure planes don't take off with ice on the wings. It is a requirement that the maintenance crew members must touch the wings with their hands for surety of no ice. In conclusion, it can be seen that a lack of proper communication and ethical values are detrimental to any given situation. Thank you.